Hi guys and welcome to Razon.com. This is Mohit Soni. What you're looking at is the Mercedes-Benz EQS 580 that we had ridden earlier. So why are we riding it again? Well, of course, there are no mechanical changes to this car. What the changes are to the inside and in terms of infotainment, in terms of technology, in terms of other aspects that I want to tell you. But a quick reminder of other things in brief of what the EQS has been all this while since its launch. Well, it's been a car that looks very radical. This is something that people are looking left, right and center, turning their heads the entire 180 degrees just to get a glimpse of this car and what this is. So the turning head factors with the EQS is really high, and that is the bigger highlight of since a year, and people are still not getting over the fact that this car is actually a very unique looking car in its class. There are certain people who think this is not a very beautiful design, but I think this is a very futuristic design. This definitely looks like the car from the year 2050 at least, because that's, I think, till that time Mercedes might have gone completely EV, full carbon neutral, and this is the car that would have started it, and it would look just right in the museum as well. As you can see, very simple yet very timeless design indeed, in the way how everything is. You've got a roof line which is as low as possible because this is a saloon, and you get these huge alloy wheels on offer, 21-inch wheels. At the same time, of course the door size is big, the glass area is small, to give you that coupe saloon feel that you've seen in the CLE and the CLS. Here it is, of course, the EQS. At the back, full light bar, looks really nice. It's got 4-wheel drive, 4matic is here. The LED design inside is absolutely brilliant indeed. Even if I see it once a while on the road, it just immediately brings a smile on your face. Just look at that design. It is really from the future. Since this is an EV, you get an EV port here, and that's how it is. It's not a fuel cap per se. Just rub the door like that and it opens up. You've got these seats which are heated, cooled, leather, and memory as well. All of them is put here, and this is the interior of the car. Of course, let's get inside. As you can see, the beige interior is starting to get dirty at just around 4,000 kilometers, which is seen on the odometer, and that is what the screen looks like. This is not a problem, or this is not a big update, but what the update here is this infotainment. Of course, this is the 56-inch screen, which is absolutely brilliant in every way, in the way you look at it. And what has changed is this. So usually you used to scroll, now this is a complete layout visible here, which makes sure that you are going through all these things rather easily, because in the EQS it's a very busy car while you're driving. So one of the aspects to make it simpler is this, to show all of these things together in one screen instead of making it scroll like how it was earlier. And it has, of course, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, which is wireless, which is brilliant always. Go inside the climate menu. This is our permanent buttons here, so it's very easy. Second row of seats also can be controlled. Air quality is visible. You have to put the circulation on. It ionizes all the unhealthy particle matter inside the cabin as well, and it doesn't allow it to come from the outside as well. The AC, of course, in our conditions right now, needs a higher fan. So in terms of more features, you've got a wireless charger there, a charging points here, charging points on the inside as well, and then look at the amount of space that you have here. It's absolutely big. And something that you'll need to be cautious about all the time is this button here, which will get you this screen here. And what that means is that you'll have to constantly raise the vehicle level if there's a huge speed breaker or even a medium size one, because the EQS, for complete comfort, it needs to be raised, or else you'll have to go really slow on it. But if you press this, give it some time, and let's say if I praise it again, it'll ask me raise here in the future based on GPS position. If you say yes, it will raise every time you come at this particular position wherever you are. So it makes life easier. But to begin with, for the first 15-20 days, or if you're roaming around within the city, you'll have to press it way in advance, because the suspension also takes a couple of seconds, let's say 30 to 60 seconds, to completely raise up from the front and back, so that it doesn't touch underground. Of course, the underbelly is completely flat, so there should not be major damage to the vehicle as well. And that is something that Mercedes is taken care of, but you will have to do your own part as well. You've got ADAS features on offer, and all of them are visible here. In terms of driving, you got active distance assist, steering assist, collision assist, and you've got active brake assist. Blind spot assist is on offer. Attention assist, of course, has been there since ages now. And yeah, you've got a really good Burmeister sound system, which is absolutely brilliant. And Mercedes EQ means that it will show you the charging, the range, the consumption, everything is on offer. We started at almost 720 kilometers. Now it's only 477, and we've been driving for 48 hours. So that is a lot of range. Yeah, that's a lot of range, which I will let you know in a bit. But I wanted to show you here as well. And let's show you the bigger update, which is at the back. And getting inside is rather easy. You just okay, getting inside, you can see this is the new addition. This is the rare entertainment package that you're getting with this car, and this still has the old system where you have to scroll through all of the things, and I think that's quite normal if you're not distracted, like how you were in the front. It's completely fine. You've got your AC vent here and here as well. Full climate control, of course, with charging points here, and you've got your own sunroof, your own lights, and this is of course for the sensor based hand gestures, and everything can be are seen from here. And yeah, actually quite impressive. Wood, aluminum, piano black, heated and cool seats, power seats for the rear as well. It continues to be good, not great. It's still not very S-Class level, but under thigh support is excellent, and that is actually quite good. You can recline the seat back, get a bit of more space. If there is a shorter driver ahead, you can get even more space. But yeah, it has good amount of space. Let's say equivalent of something from the past S-Class, but not the current S-Class. And you've got this huge armrest which has a tablet which you can control everything from. You've got a wireless charger here as well, and you'll get the same features seen here as well. It comes out like this, as you can see. So pretty impressive. You can control a lot of things here. You've got the speakers right up there to make sure that you get the best sound experience. And taking it upstairs and liberating a lot of space, you can have a third person here, a child here, which is going to be not a big of a problem for small to medium distances. Overall, really high quality cabin, made from leather as well as recycled material, and that is a very busy boot because you've got 2 charging ports, space saver for the Indian conditions, and still I think there is a good amount of space. Once you keep the chargers and the toolkit accordingly, you still can get a lot of space here. Thanks to this notchback design, you are getting a lot of space indeed. Just look at those lights, like I was telling you earlier, and they look really great. So these are the updates on the car. How is it like to drive? We'll still drive it. Because we've driven it, we'll tell you about it. So let's find that out. So driving the Mercedes-Benz EQS 580, what is it like to drive? Well, has anything changed? Well, my perspective, of course, has evolved, but it hasn't changed. It is the same, battery pack, and giving you, almost 400 kilometers, 400 bhp of power, and a ludicrous amount of torque on the wheels via 4-wheel drive, which is actually quite helpful in situations. And this is something that is quite good actually in terms of range. You get almost 750 kilometers of real life range. The RI claim numbers are of course above 800, but this is still very, very good amount of range. A normal EV in India gives you around 300 kilometers of range. This is 750 plus, and those cars cost like 1/4 of the price. So this is something that if puts a perspective on your mind on how this car is and what it offers. It offers so much. While driving, of course, what you get is something similar to any other EV, where you get instant torque and power, and a really good acceleration and top speed. At the same time, it's very easy to drive. The thrill, of course, comes from a full pedal to metal drive, where you know, for one moment you're doing 60 like I'm doing now, 70 sorry, and I just floor the throttle and it just pushes you back, takes you ahead, and makes you realize ki, you know, this kind of performance you get in an AMG petrol car, and here you're already crossing the speed limit. It is just surreal in the way performance just leaves everything behind quite easily and quite smoothly. There is no catching up with this car, that is for sure. It's like an electric muscle car, if I would like to call it. It is actually that crazy. In fact, it behaves like a tuned muscle car. So like one of those 1500 horsepower cars. So that is the kind of acceleration you're getting from this car. And in terms of handling though, well, the suspension behaves a little bit odd, where you know, it is a bit jumpy and there is a bit of vertical movement at slow speeds. Apart from that, there is no problem. The ride quality is actually quite good, and eco mode, sport mode, and normal mode work really well. You got recuperation here on offer, which is adjusted via the pedals, and ground clearance is of course not an issue until unless you get it right. And yeah, it's a great car to drive. Lot of range, lot of performance, can't go wrong with it. And I think that's it. That's what our review is. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, goodbye.